so angry, I'm so angry, I'm so stressed, I'm so angry, I'm so stressed, I'm so angry, I'm so stressed. And I feel much better now. What are you doing, Rowie? Life's going to throw stuff at us, isn't it? It's going to try and hit us, push us over, pull us down. People, experiences, Mother Nature, stuff happens. So you get angry, you get stressed, what do you do about it? And there's lots of different options. Some people drink, smoke, take drugs, gamble, go shopping, play computer games. Some people exercise. Now the beautiful thing about exercising when you're angry, when you're stressed, is those emotions that build up inside you come from the endocrine system, the hormonal system, epinephrine, adrenaline, cortisol, stress drugs. And they are designed for you to fight, flight, run away, kill whatever's trying to hurt you, whatever is stressing you. Now, as I always share, we tend not to be chased by wild animals anymore. We tend not to be chased by wild tribes of people trying to kill us, but we still get stressed. So we tend not to fight, we tend not to go to war, we tend not to sprint away. As I shared, most people will look for some kind of chemical intervention, or they'll try and do something that isn't about fighting and flighting to get rid of the stress. But the beautiful thing about when you exercise, when you fight and flight at 100% effort, and this is a really important thing here, if you've got a wild animal trying to kill you, you don't walk away, you don't jog away, you sprint, you go. If your life depends on it and you're really hungry and you turn and fight that thing and you kill it, you don't do that at 50% effort or 20% effort or even 99% effort. You have to do it at 100% effort because otherwise you're going to die. And that's the beautiful thing about exercising, doing intense activity at 100% effort. It releases stress really quickly, because what happens after you run away from the animal, the wild tribe, yay, I've survived, or you kill the animal and now you've got something to eat. Your hormonal system, your endocrine system, the neurotransmitters in your brain say, you bloody legend, you killed it, you got away from it, so we're going to reward you with dopamine, brain transmitters that make you feel rewarded and happy and excited about life. Serotonin, which is the satisfaction neurotransmitter that says, wow, you should be really satisfied with your life because you are alive. Then there's brain-derived neurotropic factor, which is the fertilizer for your brain. So that's designed to make everything work better for next time. So if the wild animal's bigger, or the threat is larger, or the tribe is more ferocious and it's trying to kill you, you'll be able to think more clearly, you'll be faster, you'll be better for next time. So that's the joy of getting really puffed, lifting really heavy, fighting, and which is why I have a gym, why I punch the bag, and yes, I can sprint on the treadmill and I can sprint on the cross trainer and I can skip rope. But what really is very, very helpful when you're stressed or angry in particular, like really stressed, something's bugging you, is to come and punch the bag or to kick the bag or both, because now you're fighting. And is it possible that there's a really big difference in the brain chemistry of running away from something versus turning and fighting it? So every time I have a terrible phone call or somebody tries to hurt me or says nasty things about me or something goes wrong, and that's just life, isn't it? Every single day there's going to be stuff that happens in our life. But if we fight it, if we're strong enough to fight it mentally, if we can handle it, if we get excited about it, and that's one of my favorite quotes, when the going gets tough, the tough get excited. But you can only do that if you're really fit and really strong. So you could, and I'll rephrase, if you're weak and if you're frail and if you're unfit and you panic, my question is always, is panic ever part of the solution? Of course not. If you freeze and you can't do anything, which is what a lot of people do, and they don't know what to do under a stressful situation, that's obviously not an option if you're a parent, a teacher, a coach, a boss, or a leader. You have to be able to fight, because you can't even flight. You can't panic, you can't freeze, and you can't run away, because if you're responsible for other people, you'd have to carry them with you, which would slow you down, the animal would kill you. So you have to be able to fight, which means you have to have a clear brain to make great decisions, to be decisive, and of course that comes from having a fit, strong, healthy body. So are you fighting? Are you kicking? Are you punching? Are you doing some kind of martial art? Are you doing something competitive where you're pumping adrenaline, pumping epinephrine, pumping cortisol, those stress drugs from the endocrine system, to make sure that you are tough enough and strong enough to fight. Don't let, I'll rephrase, if you let stress take over your life, what will happen? If you don't disperse the stress, then we get horrible diseases. We get cardiovascular disease, coronary heart disease, cancer. We feel mentally unwell, we feel depressed, we feel angry, we feel horrible because we haven't dispersed those drugs. When you get all those stress drugs, when you get rid of them, when you disperse them by fighting and flighting, you now have dopamine, serotonin, brain-derived neurotropic factor, and the really cool one, which is endorphins, which is pain killing to help make sure that you can get away from the wild animal, and then you feel really rewarded because you did. So you've got pain killing happy drugs. Dopamine, serotonin, endorphins, brain-derived neurotropic factor, they are the things that make you feel good. The things that force you to fight and flight, the stress drugs of epinephrine, adrenaline and cortisol, you disperse them by fighting and flighting. I'm going to say that again. When's the last time you fought? Not just flighted, because yes, you can sprint. But if you really want to control stress, if you really want to be in control of your hormonal system, then you really need to be able to fight. What do you reckon? Woo! I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control because I'm fit and strong.